Hello classmates! Today we are going to discuss Boyle's law and Charles' law. Are you excited to learn something new today? These are two important gas laws that explains the relationship between pressure, volume, and temperature. In this video, we will briefly explain each law and show how they help us understand the behavior of gases in our everyday lives.
You might be wondering why this study is important and how it relates to real life. Gas laws such as Boyle's law and Charles' law help explain how gases behave in our everyday activities. Boyle's law states that as pressure decreases, volume increases, and as pressure increases, volume decreases as long as temperature is constant. The formula for this is initial pressure times initial volume equal final pressure times final volume. Simple example is a bag of chips taken to a high place like a mountain. At higher altitudes, air pressure is lower, so the air inside the bag expands, making it puff up. Another example is breathing. When we inhale, long volume increases and pressure decreases, allowing air to enter. When we exhale, volume decreases and pressure increases, pushing air out. And
example problem of Boyle's law is a gas has a pressure of 2 atmosphere and a volume of 4 liter. If the pressures become 4 atmosphere, what is the final volume? So we have the given initial pressure equals to 2 atmosphere, initial volume equals to 4 liter, final pressures equals to 4 atmosphere, and we need to find out what is the final volume. Formula for Boyle's law is initial pressure times initial volume equals to final pressure times final volume. So we need to divide both sides by final pressures so we can get the formula of final volume. Now we have final volume equals to initial pressure times initial volume divided by final pressure. Now we have final pressures equals to 2 atmosphere times 4 liter divided by 4 atmosphere. So we need to cancel the unit ATM since both denominator and numerator has ATM unit. So we need to times it now. 2 times 4 all equals to 8 liter divided by 4. So the answer is 2 liter.
now let's move on to Charles' law.
Charles' law explains that when temperature increases, volume also increases if pressure is constant. The formula for this is V1 over T1 equals V2 over T2. Initial volume over initial temperature equals final volume over final temperature.
Sample problem of Charles' law. A balloon has a volume of 3L at 300 Kelvin. If the temperature increases to 600 Kelvin, what is the new volume? We need to put the given first, and the formula is initial volume divided by initial temperature equals to final volume divided by final temperature. Substitute it by the given and the formula and times it both sides by 600 Kelvin to cancel 600 Kelvin below the final volume. Now we have final volume equals to 600 times 3 liter over 300. Final volume equals to 108 liter divided by 300. Final volume equals to 6 liter.
Is baking, where heated gas causes dough to rise and increase in volume. And the last example is a hot air balloon. When the air inside is heated, it expands and increases in volume, causing the balloon to rise.
There are a lot of examples, but the main idea is simple. Boyle's law shows how pressure and volume affect each other, and Charles' law shows temperature affects volume. Well, I hope you guys learned something today and can see how these laws happen in everyday life. Thank you for listening!